This one is gonna be special, and it's not a rant or nothing like that. You see that case, Sonic Next, where people want to call it Sonic the Disaster. Now, here I'm about to express my opinion on it. I'm gonna give you a true, bloody, honest opinion. Basically, most of the people that bash this game go off by reviews. One, we have learned in the past that trusting GameSpot and all that shit, saying like, oh, going by all these people that say the game sucks, and taking a full one person experience. Anyways, let's start at the beginning. When I first got when I first got the game, I heard got a lot of crap about it. Like it was bad. It was bad. When I got the game, I started playing it. All the things people complained about, whined and moaned about, I didn't see much problem with it. Basically, I think they was really staging that stuff. And I'm not even trying to offend nobody. Like all these weird deaths. Like there was one time where I couldn't get to a part, but I figured I had to go through the middle of it. But they should not have done it, so I can agree that's kind of some messed up programming. Now, I will agree with everyone that the things you state out are actually do make a lot of sense, and this is in the best Sonic games. But believe it or not, this is actually one of my favorites, like the ones I actually had a lot of fun with. But it's nowhere near as good as Adventure Battle 2, CD, and all that. But people saying this is one of the worst Sonic games. It actually did decent enough to get a 6.5 in my book. Because guess what? Out of all the Sonic games, name one other Sonic game that tries to kick your freaking ass. Yeah, it's not that many. And I hate to say it, but this game actually tries that. There's a lot of hard parts in that game that are a bitch. Trust me. From a personal experience, I have beaten that game like crazy. I have got all experience with Sonic. Almost all experience with Shadow and Silver. But that's not the point here. And I can get like through the speed zones without dying that much after I learned how to master it. This game has a somewhat of a certain skill. The controls, yes, I can admit they are clunky, yes. They glitches. Well, it's not even glitches in the game. I even have a friend named what's his name again? T-Bone? Yeah, T-Bone. He actually had the game and asked him about it. Is it getting good? Well, he said it's not good, but it's okay. He said, quote. He said, I told him what people said about it. He said, well, he explained it as well. You're fucking nerd. You just go find glitches to bash on the game. I beat the game. I didn't have no problems with the glitches and anything. The controls were kind of messed up and the frame rate was kind of shitty. Which also in my next game is the frame rate is kind of busted. The weird awkward moments that some of the busted ass hit detection. But somewhat it was still playable and it was actually kind of fun actually, believe it or not. And I believe it. And I also listened to the Sonic franchise with its good music. This game had some amazing music and I really enjoyed it. And people even liked the story, and I hate to say it, I first thought the story was the same thing, but my only regret was that I thought Princess Leaf, she was voiced by someone I knew, but the problem is that shit, she got captured way too many times and I didn't like that. Shit, Peach only get captured once. This bitch is getting captured like crazy. Shit, I slap her every time she gets captured and I have to save her ass. But anyways, the story gets pretty damn interesting. Like, it starts out to be a little bit of the same. I know, this like, it shows off some sports and you're just like building it up. But I like at the final ending where Memphis, which he should be appearing more Sonic games because what he pulled in the next gen was badass. He killed Sonic, dead automatically, and you have to play with the rest of the characters to get the 7 emeralds, which I thought was a good shades of Sonic Adventure Battle 2. It has some good shades of Sonic Adventure Battle 2 and 1. This game could have been good if they took more time out with it, which I agree with. This game falls in the okay section. It is nowhere good, and it's not even that close to being bad. There's also a few more gripes I had with this game. There's not a lot of side missions for the characters. If you're gonna put all these characters in the game, Sega, you think Sega's going down the pits? We gotta consult with Sega and tell them what's up. Don't shoot him down and bash him. We gotta make things worse, and it's gonna be bye bye blue blur. Do y'all really want Sonic to go die? Seriously, his blood's gonna be on our hands if we keep bashing every Sonic game that comes out. And I really don't see what's bad with New Sonic. Even Spat said New Sonic was okay, and New Sonic is okay. This could have been a better game. Trust me, this could have. Shit, this could have been a fucking amazing game to have more time out with it. And like I said, it's like not a lot of silence. This little switchy thing. I like the way you change the characters. I love that aspect. But the game started to be crappy because not some of the characters could have had somewhat of a better move set, like Rouge for one, and they could have gave him a better control scheme and give him more spotlight. I didn't like that one time usage for something like Knuckles or something, but they could have did better with the characters thing. It was good you had all of them in there, but make sure to focus on some of the main key characters. But if you do that with a Sonic game, Sega, take my advice. Give them more missions. Give them their own little side story. Like, do a Sonic Adventure 1, basically. Like, here's Blaze part, here's Tails part. That would be pretty tight, if you ask me. But this game is extremely okay. It earns a 6.5 respectfully. And that's not even lying. This game, it challenges you. The music is good. The speed zones are fun as hell, which should be noted as a future reference for Sonic games like a Sonic Unleashed. Sega, take notes on that. That was one of the good things y'all had in this fucking game. Put that in that Sonic Unleashed and y'all set. The music they're gonna keep. The story was pretty darn good. The bad thing is the frame rate, the slowdowns. I didn't like that. You run slow, which I can agree with, but I could deal with it, but because I learned how to master the game anyways. But I would agree I would love to see Sonic go fast, but then the speed zones, I really love the cutscenes animated. If you can, they can make something good off of that. Sega, you better keep those speed zones in. Now, I'm not a person that defends Sega and their mistakes. I say this is an extremely okay game. It's nowhere good and it's nowhere bad. It is somewhere not near the worst Sonic games. You want to hear some of the worst Sonic games? Sonic Pinball for the Game Gear. Sonic 3D Blast for the Game Gear. What else? Tails Sky Pilot Game Gear. Another Sonic game that I really didn't like. What was it again? Not Sonic 3D Blast. I was feeling piss people off saying that. But Sonic Labyrinth, that game sucked. Big time. Oh yeah, and Shadow Hedgehog. This game, how can you say it's one of the worst if it's better than Shadow Hedgehog? Shadow Hedgehog is one of the worst games in the series, but I'm going to give it another shot, and it might jump to okay, but I still say it's kind of the worst because it does. I give it a story. But the guns, I know Hedgehogs can do more than just run, but the guns and the vehicles were used poorly, and he didn't have such great controls. He can run fast, but the fucking weapons were pieces of shit. Doesn't make any sense. I'll give Shadow the Hedgehog another try, though, and I'll give you my final verdict on that. But this, like I said, it's an extremely okay game. I don't even think it's bad. It has some great music, some great moments. Speed zones are fun. And another future reference for Sega is that they should keep the speed zones in there. The speed zones are a great point for this game. This game could have been a lot better. But this game doesn't suck balls. And most of the people that complain about it, well, Darkness, he tried his hardest. But most of these people that be bashing like crazy, be down on some easy ass parts like on Wave Ocean, you're sad you can't complete the first level. Very sad. Shit, Bunny can give his expressive opinion and he beat in the game, got all 1,000 achievement points. And I'm close to getting all 1,000. But I can understand somewhat, but I hate to say this, but oh man. If you suck at the next gen, you better try your hardest at the game first before you even say the game sucked. If you try your hardest, I will understand your opinion. But if you're just going on ranting and raving about, I can't do this, I can't do that, a person that mastered the game will just completely shut your ass up and you'll be looking stupid. But I'm not even trying to offend nobody. I hope everyone can respect his opinion on my game. In the end, this game was, like I said about 3 times, my third time already saying this, it was okay. It wasn't bad. It wasn't like people put it as. You guys really got to start listening to GameSpot and game trailers. You need your own eyes, your own hands, and your own mind to say this game sucked. Darkness uses his own hands and eyes and mind and said the game sucked, which is alright with me. You can hate the game. If you hate it, you're alright with me. If you like it, you're alright with me. Just make sure you give me a well-detailed opinion if you like it, why you like it, or why you hate it. And y'all already know why I like it. The graphics was good, the music was good, the story was good, everything else, was good. And I'm almost out of time, so I'll see you guys later.